Some key points from chapter 9. I thought that opening sentence or quote from Mark Twain was really good, where it says, I've been through some terrible things in my life, some of which actually happened. And that fits me to a T at times, where I'll worry or spend energy thinking about scenarios or possibilities that may or may not ever happen. And it is a complete waste of my time and effort, and it's something that I continue to work on, but I have a tendency to do that. My wife is always quick to remind me that, don't worry about things you can't control or that may or may not happen. And I think by realizing that and just removing that extra burden can make a huge difference on my approach, my mindfulness. Focus on what I can control. Don't worry about issues that may or may not happen. You can deal with those when they get there. This whole chapter is on thoughts and emotions and how they impact us, how our thoughts impact us, how our emotions impact us. But what I liked about this chapter is it really focused on the process of thinking and having clarity. The idea is, when you go through our assignment this week, is to think about the thought process. Not necessarily act on it, but think about it. Think about where our thoughts come from and what that means. And the idea behind this is that we can have more clarity and we can understand, okay, this is why I just had that thought. This is where it came from. And the same goes for emotions, and the idea of, and again, you guys will get the opportunity to do this in your assignment as well. Where did that emotion come from? Where do I feel it from? And how does it feel? Not what caused it or focus on that, but how does it feel when I'm angry? What does that feel like? Where does it come from? Where do I feel it from? So that way, as we go forward, we know what that emotion is and where it is coming from. And then it talks a little bit about intuition and purposeful pauses, and the idea, and they use a great idea from the book where the manager always had these thoughts and never listened to his intuition. The first one was about selling a business. The second one was about being in an office and just allowing everybody else to speak. So that's another component of our assignment this week, where I want you to take those purposeful pauses and think, what am I noticing about my body? What's called for now? What is my body telling me to do? Can we have that gut feeling? And usually that gut feeling is right. And listen to it. If you feel it, make that decision based off your gut, or at least understand where that's coming from. I think this whole chapter really is summed up as more of a thinking about the process, less about what the actions are, more about the process. Where are our thoughts coming from? Where are our emotions coming from? What role does intuition play in our thought process? And the whole idea is to be able to identify those when they occur and to be able to deal with them in a practical manner.